it's Heather. So today I'm going to be doing my go-to summer look. So I just wanted to film this for you guys. I did use my morphbrushes.com eyeshadows. I used 3 of them. This is what I've been doing the past few days. I really like it. It's simple, it's easy to throw together, and I'm using some new products that I've picked up like here and there, and I'm just really happy with this look. I love it. I wore it yesterday to go to the movies with my sister, and I got a lot of compliments on it from people that were saying how glowy I looked and how my eyeshadow was so nice, my eyes stuck out, this and that, and it's really not like a fussy type of eye look. It's super easy, and these shadows, you guys, are so good. I'm not getting compensated by any means, and these are only $2. I mean, my sister's gonna order some. They're just really, really good products, so I highly recommend them. These 3 are my favorites. So yeah, I wanted to show you guys my go-to summer look, or you know, what I've been wearing the past few days. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see how to do it, then just keep watching. Okay, so for this simple look, kind of like my go-to, I'm going to go ahead and do the like bronzer and blush and everything first before I start with my eyes. Usually when I do a tutorial, I do my eyes and then I go into the face, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the face. I'm wearing my CoverGirl Clean Whipped Cream Foundation, which I did film a review on, a demo and all that good stuff, so I will have that up probably before this, but we'll see which one goes up first. So yeah, and I did my under eye concealer, which it's my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and my MAC Prep and Prime in Radiant Rose. I use that. I dusted a little bit of powder over my foundation, which I use my MAC Studio Care Blend Pressed Powder in Light Plus. I love this. I got it at CCO. It's very lightweight. I love it. So I set my makeup with that. So basically, and my brows. I did do my brows, and for that I'm using my Anastasia Brow Duo in Brunette Dark Brown. So that's basically what I have on my brows today. So first thing I'm going to start with is my bronzer, and the bronzer brush that I've been loving lately is my EcoTools bronzing brush, and it's called Dome Bronzer. It's like $10 at Walmart. You can get it at CVS. I think it's a little bit more expensive, but Walmart's like $9.98. Love this. Been loving it. I don't really contour on a daily basis, so this just really puts it, you know, a nice bronze, and adds a little bit of pop to my face. My bronzer that I've been loving is my Benefit Hoola, which you've seen me use over and over, so I really do love this. So I'm just going to take my bronzer brush, dip it in. I like to tap off the excess, suck in my cheeks, and I like to kind of just swirl it in. If you just like go like this, because the brush is so dense, it really doesn't do very much for your face. So you really just want to kind of swirl nice and softly, and it just kind of applies the bronzer in a nice place. I like to just, I don't really have much of a forehead, but I do like to take the brush, whatever's left over, and just kind of warm up my temples and my forehead a little bit, just so it all kind of blends together. And you can just do a little bit under the jaw, but you can just see it just gives me a nice bronze finish. But yeah, if you take it, because it's so dense, if you take it and just go whoosh, it just kind of leaves like a real stark line, and it's hard to blend out. So I just found that using, you know, the kind of swirling motions works. The next thing I'm going to do is apply my blush, and today I'm going to apply my MAC blush, and it is a sheer tone shimmer, and it's in the color Spring Sheen. It's one of my favorite blushes, and for that I'm going to use my Sigma F10 powder blush brush. So I'm just going to take that and just apply that to the apples of the cheeks and kind of blend it with the Hoola bronzer. Kind of fade it all back in there. And this blush, you really do have to kind of build it up. So I usually just kind of build it up to the intensity that I want. I like to be really glowy in the summertime, and I usually use a highlight. I have all kinds that I really like to use, but lately I got this at the CCO, and it's a Bobbi Brown product, and it's in the color Nectar. And I heard a lot of people talking about this, saying it was like really beautiful. This is the first shimmer brick thing that I've owned, and it's just a really beautiful kind of corally, peachy. It's beautiful. You can use the top and create a highlight. This is very shimmery, so if you don't, you know, you can use it as an all-over blush, but I like to layer it over this Spring Sheen. Lost my train of thought. You can use it over like a matte blush or anything like that, but this Spring Sheen isn't too shimmery, so it's not like over shimmer, but in the summertime, shimmers, you know, great. I love it. So I just take that F10 and I just kind of swirl all the colors together, tap it off, and all I do is just kind of smile and just kind of like brush it back, and even like where you would put a highlight, very lightly, and it just kind of creates a beautiful glow. It's not over the top. I love this. so I don't even have to use a highlight. So I just kind of brush it on top of the blush and where my highlight is. So I don't even have to use a highlight. And I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it's just like a really beautiful glow. It's not like over shimmer, it's just a glow. It just makes it look so beautiful. So I love doing that. Again, you can use this over, you know, more matte blushes, but I just really like these two paired together. And that's what I've been doing here lately, and I'm just loving it. Okay, so now that we got the face done, we're gonna move on to the eyes. Okay guys, so because this look is so easy, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you both eyes, which is something I've never done before, so I'm a little bit kind of nervous, but that's okay. So the first thing I do is I prime my eyes. I always prime my eyes because I have very oily eyelids. I do like MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, but here lately I've been loving this little sample of Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in Eden. It's just kind of like a yellow base, so it does remind me a little bit of soft ochre, and I just kind of apply a little bit there. It's yellowy, which is kind of like what my skin tone is, and I just blend it out with my finger. You can blend it out with a brush if you prefer, but I just find that this one definitely keeps my eyeshadow lasting all day, and it kind of, because of the yellow color, cancels out any type of redness or anything like that. So I just do that. So there we go there. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Morphe eyeshadow, and this is kind of like the look that I was wearing in the actual swatch video, but I'm not wearing a darker color in the crease. This has just kind of been like my go-to. I've worn it like this like 3 times, and it's super easy, quick, and I love the way it looks, and I get a lot of compliments. So the first color that I'm going to use is the Morphe eyeshadow in number 14, which is this really pretty kind of orangey blending color. This is kind of like soft brown, saddle, texture, all those colors by MAC in one. So it's just like multi-purpose, super great, love it. I like to use this with my Sigma E40, just a fluffy brush, and this is going to be like not really precise, just going to kind of blow it out into the crease and kind of blend it up towards the brow bone. So just go ahead and do that. You want to tap off the excess, and I just like to start kind of like in the outer corner, and then I just like to windshield wiper in. And then I just take this and just kind of fade it in at the outer corner there. I'm gonna put a lid color there, so. Okay. And I do have like a little bit of a kind of breakout right there from whenever I got my eyebrows waxed, so that's why it's kind of looking a little off, because it's real red, but we'll make do. Okay, so that eye's done. You can see it's super quick, super easy. This would take, you know, less time if, you know, I wasn't babbling. I'm just gonna do the other eye. In this eye, my lid sinks down a little bit more, and it's honestly, it's like more flat. I mean, I pick up on it. It's a little bit more flat. So I find that I have to do a little bit more work with my left eye here, but it's okay. And again, I'm just going from outer to inner. I like the color concentration more on the outer side, and then I just kind of blend it up. Use the Morphe eyeshadow in number 20. Yeah. Love it. It's super, super pretty, and it's just great for the lid. I like to apply it with my MAC 242 flat brush here. I like to take it and kind of like rub it instead of pat it, and it just kind of really gives a nice concentration. So I'm just going to take it on my 242 brush, and for this I like to hold my eye a little bit taut, and I just kind of like go from outer to inner, and I definitely put it into that socket, and I'm going to blend the two together. So as you can see, it's super, super pretty, and then you can just kind of take your brush and, but holding your eye taut will just help get it into all those little crevices. So I just like to do that. I always start in the middle. And this eye over here, I have a little bit more extra creases, so I like to just really hold my eye taut so it gets all up in there. All I do is I just take my E40 again, and I'm just going to blend the two together. That's why it's very important with your lid color to get it up into that crease, like deep in there, so you don't have any type of like little line. And then I just take the color in number 54. It's just like a peachy kind of gold with a soft little shimmer. And I like to take that on my, I just like to use like the e.l.f. contour brush. And this is very pigmented, so you definitely want to tap off the excess. and I just apply that to the inner corner. And this isn't going to be like a huge pop of highlight, but it's nice and subtle, and it just gives a nice kind of peachy gold highlight. Kind of faded up into the crease there. I'm just going to take my MAC 217. I'm going to take a little bit of that highlight color, and I'm just going to apply that under the brow bone, and this just makes a beautiful brow highlight, and I definitely want to blend it down with the crease color. I just love the 217 for brow highlight. You can use something a little bit more precise, but for me, this just works fine. Again, I just go in with my Sigma E40 and just make sure it all blends. This eye look, I love it. It's just nice and defining, but yet just simple enough for summer. Flat brush, and I'm going to go in with that number 14 shade, the crease color, and I'm just going to apply this to my lower waterline, or lower lash line. What I do is I just take a pencil brush, this is the Sigma E30, and dip a little bit more into that product, and then I just kind of really blend it out. Because it's summertime, I don't fuss with like winged eyeliner on the top. I do occasionally will pop a little bit in my waterline just to kind of make everything come together. My favorite pencil at the moment I've been loving is this MAC Icol in Costa Riche. It's kind of like a reddish brown color, and it just kind of goes with all these warm browns that I have on my face, so I just been really loving to do that, but sometimes I don't even put anything on. So once I do that, I'm going to curl my lashes, and I'm going to apply some mascara. I've been loving the L'Oreal Telescopic Shocking Extensions, so I'm going to do all that, and then I'll come back and show you what I use on my lips. Okay guys, so the eyes are done. I applied my mascara to top and bottom. Again, you can use false lashes, but I don't, just on a day-to-day thing. So my favorite lip combo for this look pretty much is anything. You can use whatever you want, but I'm going to use my lipstick. I got it at the CCO. It's called Razzle Dazzler, and it's a luster, and it's just a really beautiful kind of peachy orange color. Tone it down. I like to use this Revlon Color Stay in Bellini. It's just kind of like a peachy nude color. And then that kind of tones it down a little bit, but just to tone it down even more, I really like to use, to layer on top of this, is my NYX lip gloss, Mega Shine lip gloss in Salsa. It's just like really pretty pinky nude, and I just apply that. So this is what I've been kind of using the last week or so, maybe like 3 or 4 days, but I really love this. It's super fast. I mean, this tutorial is going to be a little bit longer, but whenever you're just kind of like in a rush and wanting to get out the door, this is really great. You don't have to put eyeliner in your waterline if you don't want to, but I just feel like it makes my eyes pop even more. This is my summer look. I really hope you guys enjoy. I really hope you guys enjoy, and that you do try it out, and that you do check out these Morphe brushes. .com individual eyeshadows. I really think they're great. I did promise you guys a look, so this is what I chose. This is pretty much what I was wearing in the actual first impressions video, except I put the darker brown in the crease. But for day to day, I just want to like throw on some makeup and go. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and if you have any questions, definitely let me know, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.